Okay, so this weekend's a bit of an odd job weekend. Just going to be doing some cleaning up. My workshop is a real mess. As you can see, my workshop's a huge mess. Today's going to be a bit of an odd job day. Just going to do some cleaning up. Also got a little bit of a surprise for you. We've got another car here at the weekend workshop, but we sort of kept it under wraps. I'll show you a quick preview, see if you guys can see if you know what it is. Anyone can pick it. So, have you worked this out yet? What is it? Tell you what, I'm going to keep it under wraps until the next video, and we're going to do a video specifically on this car. If you know what it is, leave a comment, let me know. I'd love to see what people think. A little bit of work to do here at the weekend workshop. We've got tools all over the place. We've got toolboxes filthy, toolboxes down here. My workbench is a mess. So we've got a bit of work to do here. Yes, buddy. So we're going to put some seatbelts in today. So we're replacing these rear passenger seatbelts. These ones are just old. Some of the connectors are a bit average. But I've got a set of retractable seatbelts out of a VL Commodore. Should be hopefully the same. We'll leave that center belt, that's nice. Just need to get these unbolted and we're going to get these replaced. Not sure if you can see it, but that's the bolt right in there. So I've given it a bit of a squirt with a bit of rust off. I'll also get in there with a wire brush. And just give it a quick clean up with a wire brush and just hopefully that way it won't bind up or anything like that when we go to pull it out. That one just in there. Alright. Now we're just going to pop this out. You don't want to see me. Time to take out this bolt. What size socket is it? Are you kidding? Alright, now we've got the correct size socket. Nice and slow because don't want to do any damage here, because if I wreck the seatbelt bolts we're in trouble. Okay. A little bit more of a spray. And that's penetrating that right now. May actually end up getting a rattle gun quickly, because that will shock all that crud off it. There we go. Okay. There's even a bit of glass down in here, maybe from a broken window at some point. Car could have been broken into. Who knows? Oh, throw that in the bin. While we've got it, just going to give that thread a bit of a squirt. Oh, I've almost run out. Oh, damn it. All right, I have to get some more from the other side now. Now it's onto the top bolt. Pop the plastic cap off. All right, beautiful. Okay, so we've now got both sides of the seatbelts out and ready for new ones. Let's have a look at the new ones, shall we? Righto, so this is the bag of stuff we've got with the car, which should be all complete, beautiful. Center seatbelts, that's for the bumper. Seatbelt latches, beautiful. They almost look like they're for the front seats, but I doubt it. Well, they could be front seats, because that's a rear seat there. All right. It's a seatbelt. Beautiful, that's one. Few bolts, mounting hardware. Better keep all those because I'm going to need them. Another seatbelt. That's two. And then we've got the rear lap sash seatbelt. That's another one, perfect. Excellent. And then looks like we've got one spare, possibly a green seatbelt, maybe a front one. And again, a little bit more mounting hardware and bits. All right, well that's good. So I guess the next step is pop these bits back we don't need, and looks like we're going to have to pull off the buckles as well and get them all replaced. So the next point is to remove these buckles. Both sides I think we're just going to replace because these buckles are slightly different. So we're trying to get this bottom section of this seatbelt back in. You'll see down here it's nice and low. We're going to use the original mounting hardware because again it has the additional washers that we need, and they're the right size bolts as well. Right, let's clean up the bolts, nuts, whatever's left over, and get that back seat in. The back seat's back in now. We've got ourselves new seat belts. Just need to give them a bit of a clean up, and then they'll be working perfectly fine. Well, they work perfectly fine now, but a little bit of soapy water, clean them up. The belts themselves are really good. They're not damaged. Locks in. Everything does what it's supposed to do. All the latches also work, which is again awesome. Kids will be happy now, and they're safe. Came out the other night. These brake lights are on. Look at this, they're on again. Friggin' brake light switch needs adjustment. Ugh. So the other night, and the brake lights on the car were on in the middle of the night. Brought the dog out and seen the brake lights on. Thought, what the hell? Jumped in it, pressed the brake pedal, and it fixed itself right up straight away. So brake light switch is really going to need to be adjusted. We're going to jump in it, and we're going to adjust that now. All right. So this brake light, as you can probably see, with the pedal down so low because of the brake conversion, I really need to adjust that rod and make it a bit longer. We'll get onto that in a minute, but for now I just want to adjust that brake pedal switch. And I'll show you that. That's up underneath the dash here. Here we go. That's our brake light switch just there, and that activates by when the brakes are applied, the switch goes out, but it's obviously not coming back far enough to deactivate the lights, or it's just enough that it's staying on. So we need to adjust that up, and we'll get that all sorted and go from there. Alright, so this is the brake light switch here. It's a very simple switch. When the brake pedal is in its utmost position, the switch is pushed in. As the switch is pushed in, the connection's broken. As the brake pedal is depressed, the switch moves out
and it completes the connection, therefore turning on the brake lights. Very simplistic, easy to do, but if they're not adjusted correctly, you're going to have dramas. So I just quickly pop this one out. All it is held into a hole with a couple of these plastic screw type things on it. And that just screws on, clamps into position, and operates like that. Very simple, but it does the job. Now I've got to get it back in. Leave the door, brake on, press it, yep, off, on, off, on, off, and it works just like that. Well, brake lights are sorted out. Now we're going to have a quick look at these dash lights, see if we can work out what's going on there. Okay, so now I want to have a look at these headlights. We've got good headlights, but for some reason the dash lights don't want to light up. Who knows why? So I've got this torch here at the moment, but in saying that, the speedo is still playing up, so we need to check that out too. But for today, I want to try and see if we can bypass the dimmer switch. So again, that's back up under the dash. See if we can try. Okay, I'm an idiot and didn't start recording, but I've quickly made up this bypass hose, bypass connector. Going to check it, see if we've got dash lights now. Bingo! Dash lights, you can see up here. I'll bring you back later tonight so we can see it when it actually is dark and bright. Love it. At least I don't need this anymore. Alright, just want to quickly show you the dash lights. Woo! We've got dash lights. Awesome. Absolutely love that now. Dash lights on, dash lights off, dash lights on, dash lights off, dash lights on, dash lights off. Love it. So the next job for this weekend is I want to put a stereo in this car. Unfortunately, the stereo that we had is junk. It has a removable face like this, and a CD player. I actually tried the CD player and it just skipped like crazy. We also don't have a radio for some reason. I don't know why, but we're going to junk this. We're going to fit this one that I have in the garage. Give it a shot. Also have my awesome little Alibaba soldering iron. My old one carked it, so I had to buy a new one, and I wanted one of these portable ones. It just works off a drill battery, 18-volt drill battery. This thing gets hot in seconds, and it's awesome for doing little jobs like this. Even some bigger jobs, it's great. It's quick, easy, and can't really complain about it. Like this thing, it cost me like 30 bucks on Alibaba. Took a couple of weeks to come from China, and hey presto, I've got myself a new soldering iron. It's portable, and I can use it for great little jobs like this. And time to rip this old radio out. Just pops out like that. Rubbish. It's like a brick. Now I'm just going to cut into this existing wiring and connect my harness to it. Now we should have in the back excuse me, just going to connect to my existing wiring to this. We should have in the back of this radio, I'm never going to reuse it, so I'm going to cut them off up close, so I've got a bit more cabling there, but we should have constant power, which would be more or less a constant from the battery, so that way it maintains its memory. We have an earth, a power with ignition, and then we've got our speaker wires. Again, most of these colors you'll probably find are fairly universal when it comes to radios and things like that. It's my one there, but I'm also going to quickly test fit this and just see if it fits in the hole. I don't have a cradle for it, unfortunately, so I might just need to try and work out how I can secure that in place without a cradle. Might be able to 3D print something for that actually. Let's have a crack at that though. At least I can get it in and started and use it. Hopefully get some tunes going soon. Whoa, yeah! Alright, so let's see if we can work this out. So, test light connected. Now, the yellow wire here should be constant power. And it is. So that's going to be our memory. Our red wire here should in fact, oh my goodness, I believe that one should be our connection. Oh wow, we've really, all right, so I'm going to probe in here, and yellow wire, constant power, and the red wire is over this side there. And then once I turn my ignition on, that should be our ignition. And it is, ignition power. How good's that? Alright, so now I've got my power and sorted out. This one should also be my earth. So I'm going to do something a little dodgy here and connect my constant to my battery clamp, and then I'm going to pop this on my earth and see if we can get a decent earth there. Look at that, that's our earth as well. Alright, so really going to fix these wire connectors up because that's just terrible and we need to tape that up. Also need to have a look at this power wire situation going on down here. Alright, now power plug, speaker plug, aerial. Let's plug this bugger in and see if we can get a decent station, eh? Actually, before I go, I'm going to measure this before I finish tonight. I want to try and print myself a holder for that. Alright, well, see if we have power. Hey, there we go. Just lit up. Awesome. No, so it's not a touch screen.
Might sound like I'm battling bad weather, but in my mind,
All right.
Like the streaming. He's just the most genius, and he and Aaron, their working relationship.
Pop the radio aerial up, just so we can try and get a little bit better reception.
After Jai hurt his shoulder, his form.
All right, so
And to be fair, Dufty every time he's had a chance.
time to get a set of vernier calipers.
One of their better players too. So I just don't know. I look at the
Time to grab myself a pair of vernier calipers. We're going to measure this radio, measure that. I'm going to see if I can print a holder for this radio. Let's give it a crack. Well guys, that's another weekend finished up here at the weekend workshop. We did quite a lot this weekend. We actually started out with no plan, no intention on actually doing anything too major, but as it turned out, we got a few odd jobs done around the place, got the workshop cleaned up. We managed to then get back on the Project VH. We fitted up new seatbelts in the rear with a later model VL style seatbelts with the retractable seatbelts. The original ones were just cactus. The fittings were all broken. They really weren't safe. So I'm kind of glad that we got rid of that and we managed to get those new seatbelts in. Sorted out a few other little issues as well. Brake light switch is now adjusted. We also worked out our dash lights. That was definitely a dimmer switch that was the problem, so we've bypassed that temporarily. It's going to be at 100% brightness, but that's okay as long as they work. I'll get myself a new dimmer switch in time. We'll get that replaced as well. Lastly, we finally got some tunes. We've got a radio. How good is that? I can actually listen to some music now while we cruise that VH. A little bit better than what we had before, just playing music off a phone, which was really bad. But hey, we've got a radio now and it actually works. So we're going to enjoy that while we're out and about. That's it for now. Don't forget, like and subscribe for the video and hit that alarm bell so that way you catch the notification for when our next video comes. That's all from me from today. Don't forget, our next video, we have a new toy. Have you worked out what it is yet? I'm going to show you a couple more shots of the toy. Hopefully you can figure it out. And we'll see you at the next video.